Hello and welcome to this lesson on French RE verbs in the present tense. So there are three things to keep in mind when using the RE verbs, and the first is that it's the third main verb group in French. So in previous episodes we talked about the ER verbs and the IR verbs, and the RE verbs are similar in that they're one of the most common verb groups in French, which is why they're important to learn. And then most of the RE verbs do follow a conjugation of a pattern. However, there are many irregular forms as well, which basically means that they don't follow the exact pattern, and this is similar to the IR verbs as well. So in terms of the verb endings, as always, we start with the infinitive or the unconjugated verb, and then remove the ending, which in this case is RE, and then add the ending based on the subject. So for je, it's an S. For an il, LUN, we don't add anything. For tu, we add an S. For il and L, we add an ENT. For vous, we add an EZ. And then for nous, we add an ONS. So yeah, it depends on the subject of the sentence. Now, these are a few of the common verbs that are conjugated in the regular form. So we have attendre, which means to wait, répondre, which means to respond, entendre, which means to hear, and then there are a few others on here as well. So here's an example for descendre, which means to descend, and you'll see that we have je descend, il descend, tu descends, elle descend, nous descendons, and then vous descendez. So for the je, il, and tu form, you'll notice that we don't really pronounce the ending. And then for the il and elle plurial form, there is like a slight emphasis at the end of an e, because it's like elle descend. And then for nous and vous, we do pronounce the endings. Now, there are quite many irregular verbs as well for the RE verbs. However, here are two important ones that you should know. So one of them is dire, which means to say, and you'll see the conjugations on the left, and it goes je dis, il dit, tu dis, elle dit, nous disons, and then vous dites. And then on the right, there's écrire, which means to write, and we have j'écris, il écrit, tu écris, elle écrive, nous écrivons, and then vous écrivez. And these are just two of the many irregular forms, so I'd recommend that you actually do some research and look at some of the other irregular RE verbs and how to conjugate them. So that'll be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out Project Slam in the description, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.